Greetings YouTube, my name is Chris Hartfield. I'm just here to do a brief tutorial on the song Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers. A very great song, arguably one of the most recognizable intros in modern rock literature. I've seen a lot of cover videos of this on YouTube, and some people just trying to make it their own and doing something completely different, which is acceptable and cool, but then people that are trying to play it more by the book, more accurately, and I see a lot of problems with this song. Because John Frusciante is such an eclectic guitar player, he does some things that would not be deemed common sense by most guitarists. So I'm just going to basically address some of the common mistakes and common pratfalls that I see in variations of this song. One being in the intro. I've noticed a lot of people doing the newer kind of iTunes original version of the D to E slide in the intro, which if I'm referring to is in the original sounds like from 5th to 7th fret. They're bringing that up here, and I'm not really sure why. I think that it was an odd choice. I think the original voicing sounds a lot better. So to play that intro, those are very specific notes. A lot of people just kind of guess at it and they just kind of half arpeggiate it or whatever. But there's a specific pattern. Now, depending on your flexibility with your left hand and your just general expertise on the guitar, you may choose to do this with or without a capo. Both ways are acceptable. John Frusciante has used both methods, and they both sound equally cool. So this is what it looks and sounds like without a capo. That's what it would look like without the capo. However, John Frusciante has used this. I think it was the 92 or 91 or 92 VMAs or something of that nature. It was some live performance. I saw him do it with a capo, and it worked very well. This is what it looks like with a capo. That's what it would look like with a capo. Personally, between you and me, I think that he actually recorded it with a capo, just because some of the sustain on the notes, for instance, the octave Ds ring constantly throughout the entire thing, which is pretty easy to do, but it's with all that movement, when you don't have the capo there to facilitate that, it can get lost in the mix. And the second thing is during the verse. See a lot of people just wanting to use full bar chords there, and just kind of sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. That's wrong. See, John Frusciante, in order to facilitate Flea's style of bass, which uses a lot of the upper fretboard and the upper strings, John Frusciante used inverted chords during the recording of that song. The cool thing is he even used these chords when Flea wasn't playing, so it gave a whole different character, because Anthony Kiedis was in the meat register of his baritone range, and was kind of covering a lot of those lower notes in the melody. He chose to stick with the inverted voicings, which I really love. So instead of playing the full bars on those chords, which sounds good and you get the point across, if you want to be authentic, focus on the A, D, G, and B strings, the middle 4 strings of the guitar. And it'll sound a little bit like this. Now, the first verse, he doesn't do a lot of the comping and the fills that he does during the second and third verses. Those fills are very cool, and they are kind of specific when you're trying to be authentic and replicate the album version of this song. And so those sound like this. Now most people get the chorus right, but I'll show you anyway. It's just, now this is the one time where he does use root position chords for the first two. And again, he goes to the second inversion on the B chord. Right. Now you get to the second verse, and again the comps are very specific. He jumps up to the B string on that one. It's hard to believe that nobody out there. It's hard to believe I'm all alone. At least I have her love. The city she loves me. Lonely as I am, together we cry. And ad nauseum, go through the chorus. The outro. This is another tricky one. I see people doing open voice chords. He actually does some of these movable F shapes for the outro, and again, a very cool lick to be played authentically. You'll notice there's parts where he mirrors Flea's bass line. That part there. And so just little things like that make it sound all that much more believable. So take that, practice as you will, and good luck learning song.